We asked for your snowmaking questions on our socials, and we're back with our Mountain Ops manager, Nathan. Nathan, people were really curious, where does the water come from for snowmaking?
So guys, all this water right here behind me in the Shavers Lake Containment Pond comes from natural runoff. One of the nice things about this area, it's a natural basin. These mountains funnel the water in here. We have roughly a 10-acre lake that we pull the water from. One of the nice things is, as we make snow, it goes out on the hill, melts, that water returns right back into the lake. So it's just some borrowed water.
Very cool. Another really popular question was, how do you get all that water up the mountain?
So we pump here from our pump house with our 8 pumps. That sends the water to the top in the underground lines all the way over all of our skiable terrain.
Okay, how do you keep those pipes from freezing?
So the way the trail system's laid out, all the pipes should drain back downhill to the bottom. Also, we try to bury our lines below the frost line.
Cool. What are the bare minimum conditions to make snow?
So one of the requirements that we absolutely have to have is high pressure water, high pressure air, and at least a wet bulb temperature of 28 degrees.
What's a wet bulb?
So a wet bulb temperature is the temperature actually water will freeze. You take the actual temperature with the relative humidity, factor those together, and that lets you figure out what the water will freeze at. So if the temperature is 32 degrees outside with roughly 40% humidity, we could be looking at a 28-degree wet bulb and be able to make snow.
And then optimal, pristine, best conditions for making snow.
So anywhere down in that teens and the less humidity. You know, the less humidity in the air, the better the snow dries out, becomes more of a flake, more of a powder-like, good skiable snow.
Okay. What would you say some of the differences are in the types of guns?
So primarily we use all types of snow guns. A couple of the big differences are the location, whether we supply the gun with air and water or just water. There's the large fan guns around the mountain, so we just have to supply those guns with water. They produce their own air with onboard compressors. Some of the other guns you see around the mountain, some of the tall sticks that hang over the trails, those are our lower energy stick guns. We supply those with air and water. So pretty much we use whatever type of gun we can to make snow where needed.
All right, so we just learned that the fan guns have their own compressors inside of them, but the stick guns need that air to come from somewhere else.
That's right. So we have a compressor house here on site. This is where we compress the air, cool the air, and then send the air out onto the mountain for the stick guns and some of the larger air and water guns.
So hypothetical scenario here, if we took every snow gun we own on the mountain and put it on a football field, how much snow could we make in 12 hours?
With the optimal temperature conditions, humidity, wet bulb temperature, if we took all of our resources, focused them all on one football field area for roughly 12 hours, we believe we could make roughly 27 feet of snow on that football field.
That's a lot of snow. What efforts have we made to make our snowmaking more efficient and sustainable?
One of our big things we've done over the past few years is we've invested over $5 million into our new automation system. Helps us make more snow efficiently, less energy impact.
Right on. And with that automation, have we lost any physical snowmaking positions, or?
We still keep the same amount of crew on staff. With the new capabilities, we are able to run a little bit more. So we still need a team on the ground going out, looking, making sure everything's working as it should and operating properly.
Cool, cool. And then I've got one more question for you. You know, all the moguls that build up over the season, where do we store those in the summertime?
Shavers Lake.
Oh, makes sense. Well, Nathan, thank you for giving us a glimpse behind the scenes today. We really appreciate you and the team. Don't forget, hug a snowmaker, and we're looking forward to another epic season here at Snowshoe.
Thanks. We'll see you on the snow.
Bye.